Good morning, students. Let's start with a new topic, insolation. That is the second part of atmosphere. In this video, I am going to explain you about what is insolation, what is terrestrial radiation, what are the factors affecting insolation, heat budget. So let's start with the basic points. As we know, sun is the major source of heat and light. Sun rays reaches on the earth in the form of electromagnetic radiation. Two prominent gases of sun are hydrogen and helium. So this is all about some important parts. Let's start with another important topic. What is insolation and what is terrestrial radiation? Insolation word stands for incoming solar radiation is called insolation. Outgoing solar radiation is called terrestrial radiation. During daytime, when the sun rays reaches on the earth, that is called insolation, and sun rays reaches on the earth in the form of short wavelength. During night time, when the earth radiate heat back, that in the form of long wavelength. Third, we have to understand that third point, when incoming solar radiation reaches on the earth, that time atmosphere acts as a transparent medium, and during terrestrial radiation, atmosphere acts as a opaque body. So this is about insolation and terrestrial radiation. So let's learn about the next topic. What are the factors affecting incoming solar radiation, or we can say insolation? What are the factors affecting insolation? Number one is inclination of sun rays. Here we can say that 0 degree equator receives direct sun rays, means more insolation. So this place is warmer. Polar area receives slanting sun rays, less insolation. That means this area is cooler. This is the first point. Second factor is length of the day. There are 4 important seasons. So 2 I am taking here: summer and winter. So during summer, the length of the day is more. So more insolation will be there. So this one is warmer. Temperature is high during summer. During winter, the length of the day is less. So less insolation will be there. So this season is cooler. These are the 2 factors. Now the third is, we have to learn here, third factor, sunspot. What is sunspot? Darker and cooler part of the sun is called the sunspot. So if darker and cooler part of the sun is there, So as we know, sun is the source of heat and light. So this darker and cooler part will not be able to get that much energy as we are getting from the rest part of the sun. So this is the another factor. Fourth, distance between the earth and the sun. In chapter rotation revolution, you have heard about aphelion and perihelion. What is aphelion? The distance between the earth and the sun is more, and the distance between the earth and the sun is less. That is called perihelion. So aphelion, perihelion, this distance affect the insolation a lot. Another very simple factor I can explain here, that is, as we know, the earth moves around the sun in anti-clockwise direction. That is called revolution. So here two hemispheres, northern and southern hemisphere. Which hemisphere is more closer to the sun, or which hemisphere receives direct more insolation? Northern hemisphere. So here it will be summer. So we can connect here, the length of the day is more during summer, more insolation. So this part is warmer than the southern hemisphere, because here winter season occur and the length of the day is less. Even the inclination of sun rays also we can connect here. So these are the four factors. Now fifth, we can say transparent of, the atmosphere acts as a transparent medium. So when the incoming solar radiation, the sun rays reaches on the earth, that time atmosphere acts as a transparent medium. Another factor we can say here, that amount of atmosphere to be crossed. Now what is the meaning of this point, amount of atmosphere to be crossed? As we know, if I will take two places, place A and place B. Before that, what is atmosphere? Thick layer of air, blanket of air that surrounds the earth is called atmosphere. Now, place A, there is no cloud cover. If there is no cloud cover, it means more insolation reaches, so this place is warmer. Place B, if there is cloud cover, so it means less insolation reaches on the earth's surface, so this area is cooler comparatively to the place A. So these are the factors affecting the insolation. Now next is, what is heat budget? So we have to learn here for heat budget. As we know, sun is the source of heat and light. Sun is the source of heat and light. And sun is having 100% heat and light. But earth receives only 51%. What about rest 49%? As we know, there is a thick blanket of air that surrounds the earth. That is called atmosphere. And we know, the presence of cloud cover, dust particle, gases either absorb the sun rays, incoming solar radiation, or reflect the sun rays back. Like cloud reflect the sun rays back, gases, dust particle absorb the sun rays. That's why earth receives only 51% heat and light. 51% is sufficient, that is suitable for the life. If earth will receive 100%, life will not be possible. This is about heat budget. Now next we have to learn about the very last topic, that factors affecting the temperature of a place. What are the factors? The very first one is latitude, very general factor, latitude. as we know, this is low latitude means equator, poles. So as we know, equator receives more insolation, direct sun rays. So here the temperature is high comparatively to the poles because pole receives slanting sun rays. So here cool temperature will be there. So this is about latitude. Second one is altitude. What is altitude? Altitude means height above sea level. And as I have told you in previous videos, if we will cover 160 meter height, temperature will be reduced by 1 degree Celsius. So this is called normal lapse rate. So if we'll compare plain areas, plain and mountains. So as the height of mountain is more than the plain, so where the temperature is cool? Mountain. Because as the height of landform will increase, temperature will be reduced. But I want to tell one more thing. Everywhere that one factor will not fit. Like suppose this is 0 degree equator, and in Africa near 0 degree, near equator, there is a mountain called Kilimanjaro. Kilimanjaro mountain is near equator in Africa, but we can't say that this mountain is near equator, it means receives direct sun rays or more temperature will be there. No. If any mountain will be located near equator, it doesn't mean the temperature will be high. The temperature will be cool. Why? Because which factor will be more applicable here? Altitude. So after these two factors, we have to learn the third factor which affect the temperature of a place. The third is distance from sea. As we know, place near water body that experiences oceanic or moderate, we can say maritime type of climate. Like this is the peninsular shape of India. The places here Mumbai, we can say Goa, Mumbai in Maharashtra, Goa, Kerala, Karnataka, fine, that Tamil Nadu. The places near the Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, Indian Ocean, these places experiences moderate type of climate, neither hot nor cool. But the places far away from the water body that experiences continental type of climate. Continental means extreme. Places like Rajasthan, we can say, that is far away from water body. Summers are very hot, winters are very cool. Next factor we can say here, that is fourth factor, that is prevailing wind. Now what is prevailing wind? First we have to learn what is prevailing wind. A wind which blows throughout the year is called prevailing wind, permanent wind. And like there are two places, place A, place B. This is considered as a place, hot places there, like desert we can consider. If the prevailing wind that move from place A and this wind blow toward place B, so definitely hot wind blow from place A to B. If the hot wind blow from place A to B, then the prevailing wind carry warm temperature and here makes the temperature hot. So if the hot wind blow from one place to another, that makes the temperature hot, like loo. And cool wind blow from one place to another, that makes the temperature cool, like blizzard. Or even there are other winds also, the cool winds. So blizzard is one of the example. So this is the another factor. Next we can say the another one is ocean currents. So in the previous video of chapter hydrosphere I explained you what is ocean current. Ocean current means When? North Pole, South Pole. When? The ocean water move from equator to poles and poles to equator. Again I am repeating, the water move from equator to pole, pole to equator. Due to the rotation of the earth, if the water move from equator to pole, pole to equator, that is called ocean current. Ocean currents are of two types. Warm ocean current and cool ocean current. Warm means when the water move from equator to pole, that is warm ocean current. And the water move from poles to equator, that is cool ocean current. So if the water move from equator to pole, so wherever this warm ocean currents move, the near the the borders or the coastal parts of the continents, that makes the temperature warm. And cool current, wherever these cool currents move near the coastal areas of continent, makes the temperature cool. As we can say, when the warm Gulf Stream move toward the northwest coast of Europe, as we know, northwest coast of Europe, some part lies in the frigid zone. But when the warm water reaches there, and that side, the name of the current is called North Atlantic Drift. And when the warm water of equator reaches to the northwest coast of Europe, that time the snow melts down. So this is about the ocean current. And the last factor is slope. Slope means that is an inclined area. That is called slope. Slope of any landform, that also affect the insolation. How? Like this is a mountain. If the one side of mountain receives the insolation, front side of the, like any side of mountain receives insolation, and we can, I can explain in this way. Now, which side of the mountain receives more insolation? This side. Opposite side of the mountain, that is leeward side, is not able to receive insolation. So this side is warmer and this part is cooler. So we can say in the northern hemisphere, the southern slopes of mountain receives more insolation, so more warmer. And in the southern hemisphere, northern slopes receives more insolation, so more warmer than the southern slopes. So this is about insolation. Thank you, students.